guys, on today's video I'm going to try to show you how I draw my pattern on and carve a spirit face for this walking stick. Now this is a customer's walking stick. They requested a spirit face carving on it. It's made out of a piece of ash, my favorite kind of woods to actually carve. So I stripped most of the bark off on this already, but I still left some of the underbark down here lower, but I got it prepped and sanded enough up here to do the face up in here. So I'm going to show you how I go about drawing my pattern on and then carving it out with my Dremel tool. So stick with me and I'll show you step by step how I do the spirit face walking sticks. Alright guys, here we go. And this is how I'm going to draw my design. I'll be in this general area right here for the spirit face carving. I'm going to show you how I draw everything on and get it prepped, and then I'll go into carving it, and you guys can see how I do that and what tools I use for that. So here's the first steps I do. First thing I like to do is to read the natural curve of the wood to make it the best placement possible for the spirit face. This curve right here, like I said, you see the sticks curving this way. The hand grip's coming up here, so I'm going to put the face probably right here, and I'll have his beard come down, wrap around here. So first thing I do is try to find center, or what I think is close to center for this, and the stick here. So alright, so that's pretty much about center where I might want center would be. And so therefore, after I find center where I'm happy with it, actually just a slight bit off for the way this is curved and how rounded it is. So I'm going to go over just a little bit further. Hope you all can see this. You don't have the exact lines or measurements, just the ballpark figure. Okay, so I'm happy about that center. And then for what you do for the eyes, the way I do it, I'll draw a line, almost like a form a cross like shape one here. It's that plain and simple like that. So this would be where the eyes would be. Now this is all contingent, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This would be all contingent on how you want your spirit face to look. If you want him to have a certain attitude, a lot of it is to do with just the eyebrows and the eyes itself, and positions of the eyes. So I always like mine to have like a grumpy look to it. So by doing that, I'll give it like a bend down. So by doing that, when I go in here and carve out where the eye sockets are being painted black, it makes him look like he has a scrunched up face, and you can put like little detail lines up here and everything. Then I come down, you determine how far you want the nose to be down. Generally speaking, I usually do about maybe, say about an inch. And then I just go ahead and draw the lines up. Then you want to take these lines and connect them up to where the corner of the eyes would be. There. Next, I got this a little bit off over here. That's the reason why you draw on a pencil first. There's that. Okay. Then once you get that done, the only thing I do, besides I might give him where his top head's going to be, I'll put where his mustache would be. I don't draw on where his beard would be. Always I'll put on where his mustache would be. So by doing that, you determine the flow of what the beard you think you're going to be. If the flow is going to be this way, it's going to be straight, it's going to be that way. I've been generally doing mine straight. Every once in a while I'll do a little curve, but it's got knots and stuff character here I'm going to try to stay away from. So I'm going to try to do it just straight up and down. By doing that, I just draw from like this side, the nostril will be here, flare it out. To a point. Do that on both sides. There. And then all I gotta do is come back in, draw this up, tap on it like that. So, there, if you can see it. That's the beginning of my walking stick for a spirit face. Now, after I carve this, and I'll come back in and I'll gain like cheek definition, be right in this area. And I'll start my beard off and come down here and flow and bypass this down into here. This point here. Right here is where the mouth would be. You wouldn't have a round mouth, or sometimes you can do a funny mouth where you can do a wiggle. But generally speaking, I usually just do this kind of mouth. So that'd be his bottom lip. And for up here, the top part, I usually just go give him a nice forehead. Like so. So it's pretty basic. This is basically just the entry level spirit face stuff. You can, like I said, go in there and do some more advanced stuff while having the beard flow around the walking sticks either way, or this and that. I usually just do this to keep this standard. Everybody seems to like this. So next step would be getting my Dremel tool stuff set up, and then I'll be getting my bits and stuff lined up, and I'll be carving it for you guys. So let me get that stuff set up, and that'd be next. Alright guys, here it is. It's the next day. I got a little busy earlier. I got a new lathe, or new to me. It's a Shopsmith lathe. I'm gonna try to get uploaded some video of that. I've been working on getting restored and actually trying it out. It works quite well. So I'm looking forward to doing some mini projects on that. But if I get back to this, like I said, sorry, it's by the next day. It's actually the next night, next evening. But I'm going to go ahead and grind this and carve this and show you guys how I do it and what kind of bits I use to do so. So let's get started. Now, right now I'm just using a Dremel 2001, and I use a Dremel flex shaft. It works quite well. It's a lot easier to twist and bend and move than just having a heavy Dremel in your hand. So first I'm going to use this kind of bit, if you guys can see it. Hard to focus here, but see if you can see it. It's to do all the detail lines. I'm going to get into here. Now, got to cut these deeper in here, and it goes into shallow. You got to cut this stuff deeper because, generally speaking, most people who carve don't carve deep enough. They're afraid to go too deep, which I had to learn the hard way. But I think I finally got it. So you got to carve this stuff down deeper, and then you can taper these lines a little shallower and stuff like that. But most stuff you got to carve a little deeper to get the best results. So here we go. So hopefully don't pick up too much noise. First, I always start with the nose. So then I'm going to go to carve this. I'll just angle on this a bit and work my way back up to the corner with the eye. Like I said, you want to go deeper down this area and then up in this area right here. Just stay on the side. And there you you got the nose done. Now cut the eyes. I always, like I said, doing the angry look to them, so I squeeze them down. Back up. Like so. Now for the beard, it kind of can be a little deeper here, but you don't have to be so deep back here. That's generally about it. That's all I do for now. Like I said, I got to take this all down, down lower than what it is. I have to switch bits here in a minute for that. And then I'll always come back and I seem like I do this the last part and the cheek here right before I do the beard and the lips and stuff and do all that before I get the beard done. So I'm going to go ahead and switch bits right now. And I'll show you what bit that is and I'll get back and a little better. Alright, let's take a look. You can see that. Starting to take it down there. I'll take it down a little bit more deeper. That's generally what you want to see and want to do is get it down there fairly deep. Now, I'm not going to sit there and bore you and make you watch this whole process of doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff out and then I'll bring you guys right back and then we'll take a look at it from that point on, how I shape the nose and everything, guys. As you can probably see, I got it pretty much what they would call feathered out around this. I got this bit here, if you can see it. It's just like a diamond bit round one. I'm going in here and just smooth it out. Right here you got it feathered out, right here where the nostril, or the end of the nose, if you can see that or not. Like that. I'm going to go in here and clean this up and then start using this to shape the nose a little bit. And then I get back in here to doing around the eyebrows and stuff like that. And then after I get that done, then I'll go in here and I'll show you how to get in here, to get the eyes, the way I do the eyes, and the way I do the mouth. So let's get to it. So start rounding the edge of the nose. what I do is just kind of get like the ridge part of your nose. But then this needs to be a little bit lower over here than it is up here. So the nose makes the same level come down. Now, as you see, I try to get the nostril started here. I feel like where your nose will start out on each side. Down to the nostril. Your nostril holes in there. The eyes, you want to, I like to go in underneath where the eyebrows come down. I don't do eyes on mine yet. I just make a deep pocket in here though, and it's painting black. You see that or not? And it gives it a really nice effect. Like so. Then you start to blend this in. And you lightly touch this just around the edges. There, like this, just lower eyelid. Alright, let's try to do the mouth now. So you want to angle it up under the mustache. And there's the mouth. Just going to bring it up a little bit. Just a big bottom lip in there still. Like so. And then we'll just this stuff back out. Okay. Now you got a bottom lip. Go ahead and cut where his cheekbones or cheeks will be. You don't have to do it too heavy, just a little different. Do the same on both sides. Okay, now we're back in at 2. Clean up here, we'll come back and get that sandpaper before I put the beard texture in. Right now, we're just getting this general idea of this. Just like right between the eyes, we're going to clean this up a little bit. Symmetry on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this down a little bit, and then I'll come in here and do the beard texture and the mustache texture, and then I'll show you do the final step of doing this, and we'll be done. Pretty much sanded up, just took a lot of the softened a lot of the edges and took a lot of the grind marks out of it. So now I'm ready to put some of the facial hair detail in for the mustache. And like I said, I'll take the beard from all the way from up here down around into here, around this, and kind of have this overlap, so it makes a kind of 3D effect to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that, and you'll see the process of doing that. Now the bit I used for that is the one I used earlier to help remove and feather. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There, you can see a little bit. it's you got all kinds of different tools you can use for this. I just use the very edge tip of this, and it seems to cut a really nice kind of detailed facial hair lines and stuff in. So you'll see as we go ahead and do this, you'll see. You want it to run off the edge just a little bit. Kind of gives it an effect. The face one, for the facial beard hair, I come all the way up here where the cheekbone would be. I start doing some lines. And usually speaking, I usually take the longest one and kind of guide where I want the rest of them to go, and do a couple flare outs. That's basically when you want to end up something like that. So you can start just filling in some hairline. Try to see that some teeth. So that's basically it. You have to go back and sand it again, but he's got his facial hair now. Now when I do that, well, I have this bit in here, I'll go ahead and do the eyebrows. And you gotta make sure you do it at the right angle when you go ahead and do these. Gave me these eyebrows. Now, like I said, need a couple small ones over here, even it out. That's generally good. That's his basic shape for a spirit face. Now all this stuff will pop and be able to see it better once you get the stain and everything on there, which I'll do in a later video and upload it, so you guys need to come back and check that out. I'll be doing that here in the next couple of days and finishing the rest of this stick for the customer. It'll be shipped out probably by the end of the week. But now I'm going to switch back to a different bit, and I'll cut this top groove in and sand it down, and then we'll be finished. So that's about all you need to do for that. And then you just come back in here, kind of round this edge off here. Generally speaking, that's pretty much it besides doing a little sanding and signing. I just didn't knock off any little furries that might be in there from doing little textures and this and that. Actually, it just gives it a little bit softer, slight touch to it. And it really makes it look better when you go to stain it also. Well, that's it. Besides doing the final little signing and staining of it, like I said, I'll go back in here and I'll put black down in his mouth and his nostril and his eyes. And then when I go to stain it, and this will get real nice, pretty almost like a walnut color. And this will really pop and really shine, especially when I go back and put a clear coat on it. But I am done with this for now. I'll go back and I'll put my signature down in, probably down in this area. And then I'll be back and show you another video how I go in the process of staining this and rounding this off. I had to take a special tool and grind this and round this off, getting this nice and round. And then, like I said, I'll stain it and I'll clear coat it and let it dry, and I'll get it packaged up and ready to be shipped out to the customer. So thanks for watching. Remember, if you like this video, if you like to see these kind of videos, please like it. Please share this. It did do me a big favor sharing it. Give me a comments, what's negative, what you don't like about it, what you do like about it. Just, you know, give me kind of info possible. I sure appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you again soon here in the next video.